What is the best business model in the world? Today I'm going to share with you guys what in my opinion is the best and absolute most practical business model that you can do today. Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're talking about the world's best business model by far ever in history, guys. This business model was non-existent 5-10 years ago, guys. It wasn't until the recent years that all of a sudden this business model became legit and became more known, and it's still a business model that's not very known by most people that we're going to be talking about here today, guys. And in my opinion, it's the best business model out there. Now, how do I decide what's the best business model ever? Well, I decided on a few things. Is it practical? Is it practical that you can start it and you can do this business model and you can make a success of it? That's the main one. I mean, it would be great. I would love to take out Amazon and be the next Amazon or be the next Apple. Is it practical? Hell no, that's not practical. I'd love to be the next Snapchat or Facebook. Is it practical for me to start the next Snapchat or Facebook? Absolutely not. It's so impractical, you know, it's ridiculous. It's almost laughable. So it's got to be practical, right? This business model is practical. It's got to be, number two is it's got to be low cost to start up, because if we're starting this business model, I want it to be, if it's going to be the best business model, then it's got to be obtainable to everybody, right? It can't just be obtainable to people that have ways of getting financing of $1 million or $10 million or $20 million, because there's only a very select few people who can get that type of financing, right? So that's not very realistic if it's a very capital intensive. So the business model has got to be very, very, very cheap to start. It's got to be profitable right off the bat, almost from day one. It's a profit machine. It's got to be that, guys. And the last one is it's got to be something that you can make money constantly. You can make money all the time, regardless of whether you're working or not working. The only con to this business model is, this is not the type of business model I think you can become a billionaire from. It's not the type of business model that you're going to become the next Apple computer or Microsoft or something like that. This business model, however, you can do very, very well for yourself. You could be a millionaire or multimillionaire from this business model. And what is it? It's a passive income business model. Passive income, in my opinion, is the greatest business model to come around ever in history, in my opinion, guys, because of all the things I just said. Everything I just said, that's absolutely what a passive income type business model is. It's low cost to start up. It's practical. Everybody can do it. Everybody's got something they can do as far as passive income, bringing in money, guys. It's profitable for day one and all those kinds of things. So passive income business model is amazing. How does a passive income business model differ from a regular business model, right? Well, first off, how do I make passive income? Obviously, I make passive income. I love teaching about passive income because I make it, and I love teaching about it. So how do I make passive income? Well, the main thing I do is YouTube, which is passive income. I mean, I post videos every day, but the majority of the money I get each day is from videos I produced in the past that I might have produced weeks ago, months ago, over a year ago, whatever, guys. So that's one way. I make money off book sales, which I have a book. That's the only book I have right now. This summer or maybe next fall, I'll have an entrepreneur type book that will launch. So right now, that's my only book I have out there, but I'll have two by the end of 2017. And I also make money from affiliate links that are linked in the description of some of my other favorite books, some of my favorite movies, a few other things I have linked in that description. Amazon pays me for any affiliate links like that, guys. So those are kind of my three passive income streams. Now, how does it differ from a regular business model? Well, here's how it differs. My passive income business model, right? That was way cheaper to start than my real estate marketing company. My real estate marketing company was not very capital intensive in the grand scheme of things, but still, I spent probably $5,000+ on equipment to start my real estate marketing company when I started that end of 2015, beginning of 2016, guys. So one, it cost me almost nothing. I actually used, when I started this channel, this YouTube channel, I used a GoPro that I just happened to have. So I filmed from that GoPro. I bought a $20 microphone, and that was all I had. I didn't even have lightings or anything like that. I didn't start buying that stuff. I didn't have any soundproofing foam. I didn't start buying all that stuff until the channel started getting built. So for me, it was virtually almost free to start my passive income model. And that's how it started, from the YouTube channel, right? Here's where it differs. So when I'm on vacation, I was on vacation 3 weeks ago, right? I was in Arizona, I went to Mexico and stuff like that. When I was on vacation, I still made money every single day. Every single day, almost every single minute of every single day, I still made money while I was on vacation. Great, that's like the American dream, right? That's freaking awesome. Guess what happened with my real estate marketing company when I was gone? You know how much money I made from that? Zero, because I wasn't in Las Vegas, and that's where my company is. And if I'm not there to physically take pictures of homes, do videos for customers, and all those kinds of things, then I don't make any money because I'm not there to do the job. So if I'm not there to do the job, then I make no money. I don't have any employees, so I make no money whatsoever, guys. That is the most beautiful thing about a passive income type model, guys, because you can make money all the time. Doesn't matter if it's Christmas, doesn't matter if you work that day, doesn't matter anything, you make money. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can make passive income. There's like a million of them. I've gone through, I think I have videos on this channel about the 5 best or 10 best passive income type business model specifics on business models you can do out there that will, you know, work for you or might not work for you. And I just barely touched the surface on that, guys. There's so many different ones out there. So like I talked about. Now, when you do a passive income type business model, right? You need to have something in the center of that plate. So let's think about you're eating a big dinner, right? You need to have the steak there, and then you can have the potatoes over here and the green beans or whatever else, but you got to have the steak. There's a lot of people that try to do a passive income model, right? They've learned about it either on my channel or somebody else's channel or whatnot. They just can't really crack the code because what they try to do right off the bat, they try to get too many different things going at once, and then they never really built the center thing. So you got to build something in the center before you build anything. Before you have anything, before you want the whole model to work, you got to get that center thing there, that steak. You got to get that. For me, it was YouTube, and so I spent all my time just building up YouTube for the first year. And then after that, I got affiliate links. Then after that, I launched a book, and I still focus mainly around the steak, which is YouTube. That's my golden egg is YouTube, guys. So you got to figure out, if you want to do a passive income type business model, what is going to be your golden egg? It might not be YouTube. I see a lot of people start YouTube channels and 99% of them all fail, right? Because they either didn't put in the work, they didn't have the strategy to do it, or they just aren't good enough on camera. You got to understand, being on camera is a skill in itself. And there's lots of different talents. Why do you think on TV, most of the time the people are beautiful? And when people get old, right, what generally happens to them? They get fired from the network, or they get released, or they get the last check cut, and then all of a sudden they're bye-bye because they're not as good looking, guys. So you got to understand there's different types of ways. And if let's say you're an ugly person, we got to talk frank, right? We got to talk frank. Let's say you're an ugly person. You're just not very good looking, but you want to do something on camera, whether it's YouTube or Facebook video or Twitter video or whatever type of video, right? You got to be damn good on camera. If you want to succeed in a camera world where people have to look at your face, you better be fucking good on camera. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's not impossible. You're just at a deficiency. Whereas if you're a hot chick, guess what, man? You could be shit on camera and you might still get views and people watch it just because you're sexy. Like, that's the straight up God's honest truth. And anybody that wants to deny that could go jump off the bridge, because it's just simply true. If you are really good looking, the chances of you getting more and more views is really good. If you're not very good looking, or you're ugly, and we can all just ask ourselves that physically, then you need to be damn good on camera, whatever you're doing. And so what I'm trying to get across as far as my point goes there is YouTube might not be for you, Twitter video might not be for you, Facebook video, whatever those kinds of things are, but maybe a podcast is. Something where you're talking, you know, on the podcast, where you can have advertising on that podcast, right? That's definitely something you can do. On podcasts, you can have all affiliate links in there. So if you start a podcast and do something successful there, you can have people actually clicking on links you're talking about, guys. There's a lot of different ways to make money. And guess what? Those podcasts can get viewed for years to come. Years to come, months to come. Same thing with anything video related, guys. So the opportunity is absolutely out there. It's the best business model. It's the most practical business model, in my opinion, in the entire world. And it's the only one you can really, unless you have a lot of employees, right? Maybe you start a business and somehow you make it a success and you have 100 employees, 1,000 employees, 10,000 employees. Then maybe you can go on vacation and you're still making money technically, right? And you can go do this and that. But the chances you're going to get to that stage, very, very slim. I mean, the amount of people that actually build a company to 100 employees, 1,000 employees, 10,000 employees, and even at 100 employees, you still need to be very involved with that business, even on vacation. It takes till like 10,000 plus employees where you can be zoned out. You can go on vacation for a week, a month, or whatever, and the company will still be okay without your input every day and being on the phone constantly and responding to emails, guys. So passive income model, the absolute best in my opinion out there. It's not even close between all the others, and you just got to figure out what type of passive income business model is for you. Maybe you're really good at writing books. Maybe you're an author, right? I've seen people where they're writing books and that's the main part of their business. They'll write whatever kind of genre they write. Usually it's a fiction book, right? And they're fiction writers. And then they kind of have some podcast here and there that they do, and that's not as popular as their books. Like the book is their stake, but they do podcasts also where some people tune in and, you know, they talk about the book, or maybe they kind of give a different plot line they were thinking about in the book, or maybe they have a YouTube channel where they get some views coming that way. A lot of different things like that, guys. So make sure when you do the passive income model, if you do it, have your stake, focus on building that, then focus on adding the side dish and side dish here, and then everything will kind of work. And next thing you know, you'll be able to treat that like it's your living, because you'll be able to make a living from it, you know, $4,000, $6,000, $10,000 a month or more. I mean, there's people that run these type of business models and make $100,000, $200,000 a month, guys. So it definitely can be done. It's practical, low cost, and you can make money every second of the day. It's a beautiful thing, guys. So hope you enjoyed this today. If you just came across this channel, you may want to subscribe. We talk personal finance on the channel. We talk entrepreneurship. We talk the stock market more than anything. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.